Alright, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to deal with the large amount of items that come from Crimson Farms and shulker load and item filter them properly, because as we all know, you can reach the item limit pretty quickly and there's just a big mess of items waiting to happen, especially as you scale it up. So the best way that I've found basically is going to be to filter out the different types of fungus before dealing with the roots, because after you've filtered out those, you can just deal with the roots by themselves. So depending on how large your farm is, like if you have multiple sections of like for example, if you had like one of these, which is Colin's design, like stacked that high, you're gonna want to make probably more filters to handle the amount of items, as each filter can only hold about, on average, probably about 40 items. So I would probably, for a medium-sized farm, just start off with about 4 of these. And you can also use whatever shulker loader you want. We're going to be walking through this right here right now, basically, which is the 3706 shulker loader. So basically it crafts the shulker boxes itself and everything. And it's 3 wide, almost tileable. I mean, you probably can tile it, I don't actually know. But if you want to just do one, like the regular shulker loaders, you don't have to skip a block between, and you don't have to do sets of 3. You can just do like a row of however many you want. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build just mainly the item filter is the main part of this. So you're gonna want to take it 3 blocks out all the way around. With a 2 block gap in the middle, leave 2 blocks between these sets of 3 right here. And then underneath this, you're gonna place one in the middle. And then you're gonna grab some redstone torches and repeaters as well, and grab some comparators too while you're at it. And you're gonna place redstone torches underneath on the block facing towards where our item filter is gonna be coming from. Then you're gonna take it down one and over underneath this, the outside block right here. And on this line, we're just gonna place repeaters the entire way down. Doing the same thing on the other side. Also, I'm gonna try to go fast because I know people, if you can't like keep up with this, then just kind of slow down the video probably. But tutorials can get a bit long, so I'm gonna try to keep it pretty quick here. And then after this, you're gonna just place a block on the repeater, take it all the way back down again. Same with the other side. And then you're gonna take comparators and face them towards the inside. Make sure that the 2 is facing the inside. I don't really know what to call that. And then we're just, every other block on the top, we're going to take our redstone and just cover the entire thing with redstone dust. Okay, so that's basically the full redstone of just a normal item sorter. And then what we're going to do next is you need to come up to the top, crouch, and you need to place the hopper so that the hopper is facing the comparator. So how you do that is just make sure you place it on this little gray part of the comparator. You're just going to click on it like that. You just need to make sure that all of your hoppers that we're placing right now are facing the comparators. And then we're going to go underneath that, and you can just shift click to get hoppers underneath there, or you can really do it however you want. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I suggest probably we'll go check on it again because I don't remember off the top of my head, but you're going to want to probably take these hoppers down a couple just to leave you room like for your item sorter. So it looks like I took them down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then kind of split them off into 2 sets of shulker loaders here. I have basically, this is right here from this barrel up to here is just one shulker loader, and then the same barrel up to here is another. So you're gonna want to take these hoppers down probably quite a bit, like about 5 blocks-ish or so. And I believe I don't know if I've ever built just like regular shulker loaders. I mean I have, but I don't know them very well, so you might be able to just take it down to there and then have them, depending on how many blocks they go out. But basically, these hoppers, you can just treat them as if they're just a regular like item stream, basically, to shulker loaders. So I'm not going to cover like building the shulker loaders today, but just know that you just build them right underneath this and act as if these are the input for the shulker loaders. And then once you have done that, almost, we'll deal with moving the items up at the top and how to set up the filters correctly, because you do have to do some setup with items. Okay, so I think we'll start with probably setting up. You can really put any item in here, but I would definitely highly suggest renaming the item that you're going to use. I typically just use a stick and name it filter. I mean, you can do it however you'd like to, but that's a good, safe way to do it. You basically just need any item that cannot be picked up, or like nothing that is the exact same as that item else is going to go in the hopper, and you're going to place that in the last 4 rows of every single hopper you have. And I'll probably just fast forward this part so you guys don't have to watch all that. But yeah, they should be locked and not moving through hoppers, as long as you put it in correctly. Okay, now that we've got that, we'll just go ahead and you're gonna now put the item that you actually want to be filtered and allowed through into the sorter in the one slot that's open. So we'll take warped fungus, and we'll take crimson fungus. And also, if you didn't know, in these farms, if you're placing the bone meal onto the warped nylium, it has a chance to spawn 4 different items, and if you place it onto the crimson nylium, it has a chance to spawn 3 different items. So you're basically going to want to always keep it kind of as crimson nylium whenever you're building these farms, just a side note. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do 2 rows of this and 2 rows of the warped. And while this could actually probably keep up with a fairly good sized farm because you don't make too many of these items, I'm just gonna build this many because of the way items travel on Donut, and if there's any lag or anything, sometimes they can skip over a hopper, you know, so we're just gonna be safe because you don't want the items, any of these items getting over to your Crimson Root loaders and clogging up those loaders so that they break. So yeah, we've got it like that, and then we can go ahead and just place your building block between each hopper. So now whenever any of this or any of crimson or warped fungus travels over these, it's going to fill up, and then it's in normal Minecraft it would drain to 41, but on Donuts, since hoppers move 12 items at a time, it's never really going to be consistent, but it will not go below 1, and we need to keep at least one of those items in here at all times to keep the filter working properly. So that setup will work just fine, and this will completely drain our warped and crimson fungus from our item stream. And also, since not that many of these items come through, you would need a really big farm in order to need more than 1 shulker loader per item here. So you could basically just run all 12 of these hoppers that you have for 1 item, like these are all for warped fungus. You could run those all into 1 shulker loader and have no problems, and same for these. So you only really need 2 shulker loaders to go along with this. And once you're done with that, you're going to want to you can continue your item stream and then just build a normal shulker loader as normal. And I would probably build, I mean, depending on the size of your farm, this one, you're going to have a lot of crimson roots coming along, so you're going to want to build probably 2 or 3 shulker loaders, or, I mean, I did 8 over there, but you can do however many you think you're going to need based on the amount of items that you have coming through. But yeah, after that, we'll just set up the item stream in the best, like most optimized way for this. So you'll take just normal building blocks for all of this area, and then we'll grab our packed ice. And this is going to be where the items come in from, so your farm will just hook up to this right here. And we will take a chest. The reason we use a chest here is because it's not quite a full block. I can still stand on this block even if I break that one, so it lines it up perfectly in the middle to go down, and then that allows both hoppers to be able to pick up the items that are coming down. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then just put a little barrier around this. And then another goal while like moving items like this is to keep the items moving as pretty much as slowly as possible over the hoppers. So we're going to take some iron bars, and we also need to keep them aligned in the middle the entire time, and iron bars don't take up a full block either, so this works perfectly. I would take the iron bars down to the next row, and then you're going to just keep like switching off sides at every new set of hoppers. After we do that, you can grab your water. I would also grab some signs. Also recommend having a sign here so that your water starts nicely right here, and then it can go all the way down, and then just place another water again, and then again. And then whenever you have items coming through, they will be able to be well sent to the very middle. I mean, that didn't have full force, so whenever you have items coming through like this, they'll go through, be perfectly aligned, and they will be sorted right out and instantly sent to the shulker loaders that you have for these items. And then anything that is not put in your item filters, like crimson roots, will just travel all the way through and then go over to your item loaders that you have over here set up to handle all these guys. And that's basically it. If you have any questions, leave a comment on the video and I'll definitely help you out. I can help you through Discord or whatever you need, just let me know. And I will probably release some more videos. I also have my Infinity V1 Crimson Farm design, and although it's like really good at handling items and allows you to skip that entire thing, I had some problems with stacking it, so I don't know where it is, but I did build an Infinity V2, and I will try to make a video on that pretty quickly, as it's very stackable and it's more compact as well, so it's just overall pretty solid design, I think. And it really solves all the problems that I've had with trying out each different Crimson Farm. So yeah, look forward to that, and thank you guys for watching. That is all.